Gundam thinks of a dark poem. This is what I'm looking at. Just look at. He's come home. Slingshot Fuyuhiko has found his slingshot. Hajime, if there's ever been a hope, it's today. If Slingshot Fuyuhiko's bringing himself back, Hajime can too. Good day, good people. Toon Link Dave, Year of the Ascent, and it is not just the Year of the Ascent anymore, because it's Chinese New Year for this episode of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. And it's not just the Year of the Ascent, it is the Year of the Ox in this episode of Hunger Games, yes. And I'm excited for this one. What, last year was Year of the... Was last year Year of the Rat? Year of the Rat, and we had a pandemic. Rats are essential. We're an essential part in spreading the plague. We should have known. We should have known. Ugh, I wish I didn't think about that right now. Let's not think about that. It's Year of the Ox. And people born in the Year of the Ox are strong, reliable, fair, and conscientious, inspiring confidence in others. They are also calm, patient, methodical, and can be trusted. Although they say little, they can be very opinionated. They believe strongly in themselves, but are also stubborn and hate to fail or be challenged. And so, we've got a couple people, 29 people I believe, who best fit the bill for that, and here they all are. Sakura heading the pack with Toko, Taka, Kyoko, Hina, Hajime, Akane, Fat Togami, Peko, Nagito, Izuru, Gundam, Nakamaru, Fuyuhiko, Shuichi, Mitsumaki, Gonta, Kaede, Kaito, Kori, who isn't exactly trustworthy but fits a lot of the other bills, Kibo, Komaru, Masaru, Nagisa, the Champ Yura, Usami, Chisa, the Great Gozu, Juzo, Munakata, Tengen, and Kizakura. And those are our it's not oxes, is the plural just ox? Look at all these ox? It must be. I refuse to believe it's anything else. So tell me, what year, go ahead and check it out, what year were you born in? I think I was the year of the pig. I can double check that in a second. But now before I tell you guys that secret achievements are in play, there is, 9 days now until the OC submissions close, so make sure to enter those if you hadn't. And make your picks, tell me what was your year. This is Year of the Ox. You could have also been Year of the Ox, it's a cycle. I'm pretty sure I was Year of the Pig, but I'll double check. And also pick first, second, and third, because you gotta do that. You gotta make sure to do that. We gotta see who's the most ox of them all, who's kicking off the Year of the Ox as their year in terms of Chinese New Year. You just gotta make the comments, because they're important after you like and subscribe, of course. Like this comment, and this one, and even that one. All three. Fantastic. But you know why I kind of paused there, and I'm like, I love the comments, but yeah, I know what happens after them. Three, two, one. Let's just make sure that, yeah, right there. Also, I made a realization. This is Sayaka's simulator. I think the first time we ever did the simulator, Sayaka won in the simulator. So this simulator is cursed for Sayaka, quote me on it. But let's spin the wheel. 20% chance. It's a 1 in 5 shot. So the chunk is getting big. The chunk is big now. I wouldn't be surprised if it hit. In fact, this season I think we will be above 50-50 for the wheels at some point. Yeah, that's gonna be wild, but it's not today. And today's just 20%, and we already, I feel like it's just always gonna be close from now on. It's just always gonna be close. So I'll take a step back. And I can take a breath because, yeah, close. But no cigar, as it's been this entire season so far. And we are a third? Are we a third? After this will be a third of the way through. Hunger Games Season 7? I believe so. That is correct. Okay. Well, in that case, get excited for it. I'm gonna make my picks. Hopefully you made yours, because I'm about to jinx some people. Give me Fuyuhiko for first. For some reason, I just feel like Small and Mighty. Fuyuhiko and Chihiro are gonna dominate the singles bracket again, too. I think it's possible. Give me Fuyuhiko for first. Give me Kaito for second. I think he's gonna get close and not make this his year. And then give me Yuta's a safe pick. So I'll take Yuta for third. He's a safe pick. It's just I kind of trust him. Let me look at these secret achievements real quick. Could happen. Could happen. Could happen. There's a couple that could happen. But will they happen? I don't know. But I'm about to find out. And you are too. Because there's no dotted roll. There's just a proceed to hit. We got 29, I believe, competitors here today for the show. In this year of the Ox, and for the first time in the year of the Ox, we're gonna be sounding the horns. Because thought Kaito was out already. Sure did. As the tribute sound on their podiums. There are podiums, by the way, because we had them in the budget. Never forget. I might have to sell them at some point, but don't. But Avi's Wares and Despairs, let me tell you, that's profitable. After all the times the people have shopped there, after all the times the arena event has hit, it's profitable. Horn Bears, please do your thing. Sound the horns. As Fat Togami feels protected by as well, Munakata tries to kill Kaito, but Kaito retaliates and kills him instead. Komaru does something really cute. That's her strategy. It's worked for her before, it might work for her again. Taka stares into the distance. Chisa seems unshaken by any of this. Kizakura spots something shiny in the distance. Tengen finds tactical combat gear and equips it, but that's not what I'm looking at. Gundam thinks of a dark poem. This is what I'm looking at. Just look at. He's come home. Slingshot Fuyuhiko has found his slingshot. Hajime, if there's ever been a hope, it's today. If Slingshot Fuyuhiko's bringing himself back, Hajime can too. He can find that wizard robe. Peko feels strong enough to handle anything. Nagisa is thinking of plans to get out of here. Maki wishes she could go home. Akane twiddles her thumbs. Masaru finds some leather scraps. He's Cave Masaru. Kyoko looks around for stuff to scrounge. Usami, my ride or die, just wants to end already. No, don't. You don't want that, Usami. You want this to win already. That's what you want. Kaito hums a song to himself after killing Munakata, of course. Nagito won't die like the others. Gonta doesn't really understand what's happening. Kiba wishes he could go home. Nekomaru feels strong enough to handle anything. Sakura stares into the distance. Toko looks like she's on the verge of snapping. Azuru follows some sparkles and discovers a magic wand. Hopefully there's some spells left in it. See, there's already magic brewing. Shuichi challenges Kori to a duel. Kori bites the dust. Juzo. We haven't had a Shuichi one in a long time either. Juzo tries to kill Tengen, but Tengen's combat gear saves him. The Great Gozu tries to kill Shuichi. Shuichi is starting off strong as he retaliates and kills the greatest Gozu of them all. Kaede does something really cute. Hina wonders about the future. Hajime spots something shiny in the distance, and Yuta stares into the distance. 29 remain, and we did not start with 29. I was just blatantly wrong. Started with 32. That's a nicer number, but what's not nice is these three who perished. A Clarity Loon 4. Munakata. Kori in the house. The Great Gozu. Okay. That's 3 gone in the year of the Ox. 3 perished, but we still have 29 to get through. 19 until your saving grace picks, and no secret achievements have hit. Nope. But let's go on. Let's stop this. Let's proceed and get on with the action. How are your picks doing? Are they doing okay? They might be. Well, they only lost 3. There's probably still plenty of people doing just fine. As round 2 begins, Fatogami finds us all below his concern. Yuta just wants it to end already. Kizakura looks around for stuff to scrounge. Nagito, oh no, Nagito. It's coming full circle again. Nagito sets down a trap. The trap master's at work. Komaru's doing something really cute. She started off, this is just a throwback episode. Everyone's harnessing their old powers. The cutest knight being cute? Accurate. Nagisa's thinking of plans to get out of here. Peko gets caught when Nagito straps. All she can do is hope to be freed. Usami wonders about the future. Gonta doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Hina does something really cute. Nekomaru sizes his muscles. Gundam thinks of a dark poem. Whoa, Toko just found a laser gun. She starts swinging it around, making pew pew sounds, before she realized she can just pull the trigger and make those sounds for real. She's a danger. Toko, don't sleep on Toko in these games either. Tengen looks for someone dumb enough to believe him. Taka wonders about the future. Juzo won't give up so easily. Kaito finds some other scraps. He is now the caveman in space. I don't think they would survive like that. Akane tries to kill Tengen, but Tengen retaliates. Doesn't actually, he just diverts the blow. Kyoko feels sorry for Peko, frees her from the trap. Fuyiko gathers ammo for his slingshot Fuyuhiko. That's my man's. Hajime duels it out with Fat Togami. Maki. Oh, also Fat Togami bites the dust, rest in peace to him. Maki attacks Nekomaru from behind and destroys him, slaughters him. Masaru, wearing leather scraps, is a sight to behold. With a flick of his magic wand, Izuru turns Sakura into a sheep. And as a sheep, she grazes. That's pretty bad, considering she's around a bunch of people who are trying to be the representative of yearly ox. That's good luck, Sakura. You're a sheep and you graze peacefully. At least you're surviving. Shuichi spots something shiny in the distance. Chisa looks out only for herself, and Kibo wishes he could go home. Kaede also does something really cute. Are you trying to? Well, Kaede, I know you're a little bit crazy. A little bit. In fact, you might belong in an asylum. But 2 people here belong in a graveyard. And those 2 people get a clear day loon. And it is 4. Matsugami. Nekomaru. 27. 5 gone. Only 5. In just two rounds, we only lost 5. We had plenty of time, plenty to go, plenty of misfortune to bring, unfortunately. But hopefully not misfortune to your picks. As we proceed, we go on now to round 3. My ride or die Usami gets mauled by wild animals. Usami now. You gotta recapture that magic. You were such a strong competitor, a former tag team champ. You can win that singles title. Usami for singles title, quote me on it. She's getting there. As Toko feels unstoppable with her laser gun, as she should. Juzo has his muscles. Hina hums a song to herself. Taka decides to put Sakura out of her sheepy misery. I knew she wouldn't last long. Maki mopes around uselessly. Chisa's only looking out for herself. Peko sizes her muscles. Kyoko spots something shiny in the distance. Nagisa is thinking of plans to get out of here. Masaru hums a song to himself. Kipo wants this to be over already, actually. Nagito won't die like the others. Hajime looks around for stuff to scrounge. Gonta fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Akane attacks Toko from behind and slaughters her. You can't turn around with that laser gun too fast. Akane, using her athletic prowess, gets the better of Toko. And Kaede doesn't really want to, but she finds herself having to get rid of Hajime. She's like, I know I'm crazy, but Hajime's over here freaking out without his wizard robe. I gotta put this man's down. That's what happened. Izuru gets cocky and ends up dying from a stupid mistake. This one is real orange. I know Komaru's just being adorable as always. Don't count that out though. Never count out Komaru being adorable. Gundam challenges Kibo to a duel. Kibo bites the dust. Kaito feels horrible for what he did. What did he do? He didn't do anything wrong. No, he killed Fatogami last round. That was pretty wrong. Fuyiko sets down a trap instead of Nagito. Yuta twiddles his thumbs. Shuichi gets caught in one of Fuyiko's traps. All he can do is hope to be freed. Tengen practices strategic moves in that combat gear, and Kizakura finds a bow and some arrows. Okay, yeah, we lost 6 this time. It was kind of chill. We were just losing 1, 2, 2, 3, 6 now. And that brings us all the way down to 21. 11 gone. We still have plenty to go, but it's now smaller than a standard size game. And so, after this Clear Day Loon 4, Usami, Sakura, Toko, Hajime, Izuru, Kibo. Hajime and Izuru after each other back to back. Fitting. That's all I can say about that. But we still have 21 left. We'll take a peek at them, actually. We got Komaru just being cute out there. We have Fuyuhiko, Hina, Masaru, Nagisa. We have Yuta, Maki, Kaito with 1 KO, Peko, Kaede with 1, Tengen, Taka, Gundam with 1, Taka also with 1, Kyoko, Chisa, Kizakura, Juzo, Gonta, Shuichi with 2, Nagito with none, and Akane with 1, as we go on. Because we have to. There's still... We've lost 11 already, but we still need 11 more until your saving grace picks. And so, let's just go, shall we? We've only had, what, 4 rounds? 3 rounds! We're not even at round 4! Now we are, as Hina tries to do it for everybody and take out Tengen, but he's just been dodging left and right. Can anyone take him down? Or will he win? Peko feels strong enough to handle anything. Maki thinks of a dark poem. Nagisa thinks of plans to get out of here. Gonta hopes he doesn't have to harm anyone. Tengen is looking for an easy out. Fuyuhiko gathers ammo for his slingshot. Never forget, slingshot Fuyuhiko is here. He's at his most powerful right now. Viewer beware. Gundam spots something shiny in the distance, still caught in the trap. Shuichi just lays there, moping. But Komaru walks over there and she's like, wow, a protagonist reminds me of my brother. Her big brother complex allows her to free Shuichi from the trap. And Kizakura spots Kaede in the distance, draws his bow, his arrow flies off, straight and true, pierces Kaede's chest. Her panting, beating heart, her crazy, crazy heart, she has perished. Taka thinks about what he did to end up here, and as he's thinking, he just retaliates against Juzo, who tries to attack him, and Juzo bites the dust. Masaru, sporting his caveman gear, tops it off perfectly with a big stick. The perfect combo as Akane gets mauled by wild animals. Rest in peace to her. Kyoko also finds some tactical combat gear. It's now a battle of tactical prowess between her and Tengen. Who will be the most technical? I don't know. Nagito won't give up so easily. Yuta, still here, looks like, you know, the champ. He knows what he's doing, so he's looking around for stuff to scrounge. And Kaito is wearing leather scraps as well, a sight to behold. But can you get a big stick like Masaru? I don't know, I don't think so, but could he win? He's still in. Kaito might want this one. Can he get it though? I don't know. I don't know about that, but I do know. We gotta play a Clair de Lune 4. Kaede, Juzo, Akane. 18 left, and you know who those 18 are. We only lost 3. What did I highlight? Oh right, Fuyuhiko at his most powerful. I hope Fuyuhiko wins. Just for the full circleness. Poor Hajime couldn't get his wizard robe though. That would have been the culmination, just the culmination of beauty. If Mahu were here and she got her big stick, it just would have been beautiful. It would have been the most glorious of outcomes, but we just gotta see what happens. We can't linger on what could. We have to linger on what will. And what will happen. I don't know. But I can tell you as we click next round and start round 5, Gonta won't be winning. As Kizakura pulls back his bowstring, Taka has a horrible feeling in his gut. Masaru bludgeons Gonta to death with his big stick. Yeah, that'll do it. Hina does something really cute. Shuichi spots something shiny in the distance. Kyoko stares into the distance. Komaru does something really cute as well. Kaito kind of wanders off and gets lost, never to be seen again. Nagito is looking out only for himself. Maki wishes she could go home. Yuta spots something shiny in the distance. Peko feels strong enough to handle anything. Chisa has a horrible feeling in her chest. The agent of chaos, don't forget, she's still here, looking for Yuta. She's not here to win. She's not here to have a good time. She's just here to make sure that Yuta has a bad time. Fuyuhiko at his most powerful uses a slingshot to pelt Kyoko with rocks, which is more annoying than anything really, but he knows what he's doing. Peko's also here, so Fuyuhiko's safe. Gundam finds a dapper suit, puts it on, it's quite fetching. Tengen practices some strategic moves in that combat gear, and we've only lost 2 as Nagisa continues to think of a plan to get out of here. Halfway through, 16 gone, 16 remain, and a Clair de Lune for our V3 boys. Gonta, Kaito, 16 and 16, the halfway point. 6 more until your saving grace, because we've lost 6 in a day before. Will it happen again? I don't know what to tell you, it might. It might not, but we can calm that down. We can proceed. Because we have to see if it does. 6 more, you know what 16 are there. You're just waiting patiently for your saving grace picks if you need them. If you don't, you're waiting patiently for your picks to come out on top. Will they? Let's find out. Fuyuhiko's no longer extremely safe because as Nagito tries to go Kyoko, her combat gear doesn't work, and she just looks around for stuff to scrounge after that that near-death experience. Yuta wonders about the future. Kizakura attacks Maki from behind, slaughtering her. Fuyuhiko continues to gather ammo for his slingshot. He is locked and he is loaded. Hina doesn't really want to, but finds herself having to get rid of Peko. She's been watching Fuyuhiko's back as Fuyuhiko's just been like, ah yes, these rocks will be perfect ammo. And Peko's like, I gotta protect this innocent being. And then Hina creeps up and kills her because she's trying to make the Year of the Ox the Hina, the Year of the Asahinas Part 2. Masaru waves his big stick around menacingly. Komaru's being adorable as always, but it doesn't get her as far as she wishes as Gundam moves around uselessly. Komaru challenges Nagisa to a duel. Why did you do that? You should have just hung around being cute. Komaru bites the dust. Shuichi looks around for stuff to scrounge. Chisa's looking out only for herself. Tengen finds a lovely bikini and puts it on. Please put it off. Actually, never. That's bad phrasing. Keep it on and put something else on too. Taka hums a song to himself. We lost 3. 3 more until your saving grace picks. We are almost there. Who will come out on top? Who will make the singles bracket? Will someone, get a secret achievement? I don't know. Do you think? It's still very possible. But it won't happen as we hit a Claire de Lune right now for Maki, Peko, Komaru. 13. And I don't want to check the statuses because I feel like we'll lose 3. I think it's very probable that we'll lose 3 and we'll get your final 10. We don't want to double check. We don't want to do excessive checking. You know if your picks are in? I hope my picks are in. I don't remember who I picked actually. Maybe I need to write a comment too. I should just start writing my picks right here. I don't know why I didn't do that. But we have to continue. We are what? Six rounds in. We are 6 rounds in. We have to keep on keeping on. Are you ready to proceed? Because we have to find out a winner. And will we get the 3 that we need? Maybe not, because Taka's just staring in the distance at round 7. Gundam washes the blood off of his dapper suit. Fuyuhiko won't die like the others because he's got his slingshot. He is at full power. Tengen's looking for an easy out. Yuta looks around for stuff to scrounge. Chisa has some leather scraps. Hina, being adorable as always. Kyoko finds a dapper suit and puts it on. It's quite fetching. I'm sure it is. Kyoko, pretty good in a suit. Togami, his corpse decays peacefully. Masaru is still here, wearing that leather scrap, he's not wearing the big stick, but he's got that big stick. He's a full caveman. That's what it is. That's what, when you have the leather scraps and the big stick, you are full caveman. Or cavewoman. Kizakura spots Kyoko in the distance, seeming to forget the promise that he's made to Jin Kirigiri, and draws his bow. His arrow flies off straight and true, piercing Kyoko's head. A shame. And Nagisa just eats something he shouldn't have, dies of horrible stomach pains. Also a shame. Poor boy. And Nagito finds... I'm sorry, that's not the last thing that happens. Something else happens right at the end. As Nagito finds a suit full of medieval armor, puts it on, and gleams with a dazzling shine. He's got traps, and now he's got armor to protect him too. Nagito is also dangerous right now, as Shuichi tries to kill Masaru, but he's full caveman, and he clubs... in retaliation, he clubs Shuichi. We lost the 3 that we needed. I felt like we were. In my heart of hearts, I knew. Which means after this, Claire, de Lune 4. Kyoko. Nagisa. Shuichi. 3 smart souls right here, actually. 3 very clever kids, but... you know what it's time for. We are at your final 10. So many have perished. But only one can survive. Did your picks do well? Are your picks doing okay? I don't know. But what I do know is that we're your final 10, and that means that on this channel, we're at what we like to call a chance to make new picks. It is your saving grace picks. and they are Nagito, Kizakura with 3 KOs, Gundam with 1, Yuta, who's just kind of been hanging out, Chisa, who's been waiting for her opportunity to take Yuta out, and as we scroll down, Fuyuhiko, who's at full power. I love when a meme gets their item. Taka is still here as well with 2 KOs. Tengen here wearing combat gear and a bikini. Masaru, full caveman with the big stick and the leather scraps with 2 KOs. Hina with 1, who took out Pekko. And that is the final 10. And so I have to ask you, of these final 10, who do you have? Who do you got? I don't know. But I have to make mine, as I remind you to make yours in the comments by commenting, liking your comment, continuing your comment if you just write your comments and then paste them all at the end. Adding your comment, commenting on your comment, replying to your comment, replying to someone else's comment. Just make sure that that is in the record book. You're saving grace picks. Because I'm going to make mine. Give me Gundam. That's my boy. That is my boy. In fact, Nah, I don't need to write him on the board. Gundam is my place for first. Give me... Give me Hina for second, and once again, I'll keep Yuta in there because he's a safe pick. Give me Yuta for third. Give me Chisa for third. Yeah, I think Chisa's gonna take out Yuta, and then Chisa's gonna just trip and fall in a really bad way, because she's like, well, did all I need to do, and she's just gonna chillax. But those are your final 10. And those are my picks. I got Gundam, I got Hina, and I got Chisa. I don't know who you have, but you know who you have. And I know who's left. And all of their hearts beating strong, beating fast, in sync with the rate is that of oh yeah, that's a samurai woman. Are you ready? Let's go on. Round 8. Here we are, and okay, well, you know what, maybe I just shouldn't make saving grace picks anymore, as round 8 starts. Fuyuhiko tries to kill Nagito, probably with the slingshot. The rocks just collide off of the knight's armor, divert the blow. Masaru feels strong enough to handle anything. Hina challenges Nagito to a duel. Hina bites the dust. That's the Trap Master. You shouldn't have done that. Taka hums a song to himself. Kizakura practices pulling back his bowstring. Gundam tries to kill Tengen. Combat gear diverts the blow. Yuta looks around for stuff to scrounge. Tengen is proud of that bikini. Well, I'm not. Chisa looks out only for herself. We only lost 1. The season of the Ox may not be the season of the Asahinas, because it was indeed a terrible turnabout for Hina. And we still got 9 to go. We only lost the 1. It's still Samurai Woman. We might do 1 by 1, or we might just lose a ton as we start round 9. Will we? I haven't the slightest. Let's go ahead and find out. Round 9. Oh boy, gosh darn it, Fuyuhiko, you. Round 9. Taka never wants to kill anyone ever again. Tengen looks menacing in his combat gear. Gundam thinks of a dark poem. Kizakura ambushes Nagito and kills him. And Fuyuhiko sees that opportunity. He raises his slingshot. He pulls back the rock. And he starts pelting Kizakura with rocks, which is, once again, more annoying than anything, really. He is really living up to his name. He found his slingshot and he is the happiest boy on the planet. It's just that baby-faced happy sprite with Fuyuhiko holding his slingshot. That's good. That's good. Yuta stares into the distance. Kaito's gone. Chisa's looking out only for herself, and Masaru waves his big stick around menacingly. We lost another 1. It is round 9 and we lost another 1. And before we go to the next round, we have to play a Clair de Lune for the man who found his traps once again. Nagito. And so, it's still Samurai Woman time because it's still 8. Still 8 gone. Or still 8 to go. 24 gone, 8 to go. We are 75% of the way through? Yeah. Which means we can calm that down. Because they're still caught with the same rate of a Samurai Woman. Are you prepared? Are you ready? Let's find out. Next round. Who perishes? Someone does down there. Round 10, Komaru putrefies peacefully. Fat Togami is gone as well. Chisa's wearing leather scraps. Tengen lost in his thoughts, now finds a wish ring. Hopefully he'll be responsible with it. Oh boy. Fuyo gathers ammo for his slingshot again. Full power Fuyuhiko. I should have picked him. Taka hums a song to himself. Kizakuro practices pulling back his bowstring. Masaru bludgeons Chisa to death with his big stick because he saw Chisa with these leather scraps and he said, "Caveman?" He's full caveman right now. Bashes Chisa saying, "There can be only one." Gundam sobs quietly and Yuta looks around for stuff to scrounge. We lost a very chaotic soul. That's all I can say. Masaru put an end to her. And thus, we give a terrible turnabout for Chisa. Poor girl. Poor chaotic girl. But we still have, what, 7 left? Yuta, Gundam, Masaru, Kizakura, Taka, Fuyuhiko, Tengen, and not Chisa. Okay. I think we just gotta keep going. We're still, shockingly enough, still in Samurai Woman, which I appreciate. But we still got 6 more to go until we get a winner, so we gotta get there. In round 11. Oh, we will get to the final 5 as round 11 starts. Yuta has a horrible feeling in his gut. Masaru tries to go full caveman on Taka, but Taka retaliates and kills him instead. Fuyuhiko sets down a trap. That's interesting. So this man has slingshots and traps. Gundam thinks of a dark poem. Taka wasn't looking and fell right off of a cliff. Tengen ponders how best to use that wish ring. You two have perished. Kizakura gets caught in one of Fuyuhiko's traps. All he can do is hope to be freed. Taking lessons from his classmate, the trap master, perhaps. And Hina's gone. We lost 2, which gives us our final 5. And you know who they are, but I'll say them in a moment after we get up a terrible, terrible turnabout. 4. Full caveman Masaru. Taka. And so, we have Yuta, the champ, for the fan vote. We have Fuyuhiko, who's at full power. We have Gundam, who's kind of just been chilling. We have Tengen in a bikini. And we have Kizakura in a trap. And those are your final 5. How are they on KOs? Yuta with none, Fuyuhiko with none, Tengen with none. Wait a minute. Hold on. Gundam has 1. And Kizakura has oh my gosh, 4. Dang, I didn't even realize Kizakura has been going off. But I can tell you that these 5, Yuta, Fuyuhiko, Gundam, Tengen, and Kizakura are in what we like to call in our final 5 a crises of fate. There's only so many things that can happen. There's 5 people left. Who will come out on top? Will any secret achievements hit? Still possible. Still possible. But will they? I don't know. Let's click next round and find out. Nobody perishes this time at the start of round 12. Fuyuhiko's determined to survive this. Tengen wishes for an interesting accent. His wish ring shimmers for a second and answers his wish. Tengen is now Australian. Congratulations, Australian Tengen. Welcome to the party. Yuta looks for stuff, looks around for stuff to scrounge. Kizakura cut himself pretty bad in that trap and he is bleeding out. It's the last thing he can do. And Gundam finds a magic wand. The supreme overlord of ice now has the magic wand to unleash some havoc. Will he be able to do it in round 13? He will not, because Tengen sees that as a threat. Fuyuhiko tries to kill him, but the combat gear diverts the blow. Tengen wishes Gundam would disappear. His wish ring shimmers for a second, and then nobody seems to remember Gundam existed at all. I remember. I'll never forget. I'll never forget. Yuta feels sorry for Kizakura though and frees him from the trap. That man's still bleeding out though. And Chisa's gone. We lost 1. One of the best boys, in my personal opinion. Wanted to see him go all the way. But he couldn't, as he was my saving grace pick. So it is indeed a terrible turnabout for Gundam. A shame, a shame. Which means we have Fuyuhiko at full power. We have Tengen, who's got this wish ring. We have Yuta, who's just been chilling. And we have Kizakura with 4 KOs, but that man's is now bleeding out. And they are still caught in a crisis. A fate. One will come out on top. One could get a secret achievement, two could get a couple could get a secret achievement. It's still possible. Yuta can get you the fan vote. Everyone else will be fresh face on the bracket. Let's go ahead. Let's kick next round. And let's see what goes on. Tengen tries to make a wish. His wish ring emits a rancid smoke he has to toss to the ground. Or lose a finger. Because that thing is powerful when it's trying to fizzle away. Fuiko gathers ammo for his slingshot. Kizakura trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking his neck. And Yuta thinks about what he did to end up here. He's like, I don't even know if I won the title, but it's around his waist. He walks around with it over his shoulder. And he's like, he's lost. The mind games are getting to him, but he's trying to prove himself today. Can he do it? I don't know. But that's not the focus right now. The focus is on this terrible turnabout. 4. Kizakura, who had a heck of a game. But right now, it's Tengen, it's Fuyuhiko, and it's Yuta. All 3 are all still caught in a crisis of fate. Will it be Yuta for the fan vote? Will it be Fuyuhiko at full power? Or will it be Tengen in a bikini? The choices are RNGs. What will RNG decide? As we click next round. We see round 15, Fuyuhiko won't die like the others because he's at full power with a slingshot. Yuta looks around for stuff to scrounge and Tengen is looking for an easy out. Fuyuhiko ambushes Yuta and murders him. Yuta still lost. His mind a wreck. Still swirling in the despair caused by Chisa at the start of the season. Doesn't know what to do, but he has all the titles around his waist and he didn't earn any of them. But Tengen still looks really good in that bikini, which is the most cursed statement. But you know what? We do have to give a terrible turnabout for our champ. Yuta. Who's really kind of undisputed. Really kind of undisputed, because if you were to bet on Yuta, you would have done good, because Yuta is a safe bet. Yuta just seems to usually be a safe bet. And if the wheel would have hit, we would have a battle between Fuyuhiko and Tengen for the title right now. But we didn't. It's just a regular 1v1. But not just a regular 1v1, because the winner does still get a shot at the title at the end of the season. So I have to ask you. Who will it be? Will it be the slingshot master himself, Fuyuhiko, at full power? He has been tossing rocks left and right, slinging them left and right. Will he win? Or will it be Tengen, whose combat gear has carried him, whose bikini has distracted people enough to get murdered somehow, because it's kind of a cursed image, Tengen in a bikini. We don't like to think about that. But he might win. So who will it be? Let me know who you think. Slingshot Fuyuhiko. Tengen in a bikini. Fuyuhiko. Tengen. One will go down, and one will go onto the bracket. As we click next round, we will see. Nothing happens yet. But Tengen looks menacing in his combat gear. Don't forget he's still got that. That gives him great survival odds, but Fuyuhiko finds an axe, upping his chances of survival somewhat. And it's been... I was hoping for this. In fact, Fuyuhiko might have been my pick from the start, actually. Now that I'm thinking back. Wait a minute. I think he was. I should have. I'm glad I didn't pick him as my saving grace picks, because I might have picked him. But Tengen wasn't looking and fell right off of the cliff. He was distracted by his own bikini. And Fuyuhiko always knew he'd be the last man to survive. I don't think we've ever seen that, but that is the cheekiest... the cheekiest ending phrase of all time, and I love it because he knew he was at full power this whole game, and it's been a long time coming. But after this terrible turnabout, 4. Tengen. we all felt it. When maybe in round 1, he found that, in fact, hold on, I'm not even gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it as I say that he is your winner. We all felt it. When he found his slingshot early in the game, he gathered ammo left and right. He pelted people with rocks like no one's business. This man's carried on, he carried strong, and he carried himself to the victory. With the help of his trusty slingshot, Slingshot Fuyuhiko takes the win. It's a go-home story. It's a homecoming story. Fuyuhiko finds his slingshot, and the entire time I was like, this man's at full power. And you started to feel it, and he was at full power, and you started to feel it, and he was at full power, and you started to feel it, and when it was between him and Tengen, you wanted to feel it, and you felt it, and now how does it feel? Glorious. Because Fuyuhiko takes that win, and after his tag team partner in the bracket, and we'll bring it up right now, yeah, after his tag team partner Chihiro in the bracket, you got that Fuyuhiko too. You should have known they're small but mighty. And they're coming out on top. Not as a tag team, just as singles again. Hopefully they make it as a tag team this time. We'll have to hope that Mizuki can carry them in tag team action. Fuyuhiko takes the win. Kizakura with 4 KOs and not a single secret achievement hit. I will say, one had potential. Technically 2 had potential. 2 of them had potential, it just didn't happen. But I'm not concerned that it won't happen. I know one of them will happen. I'm pretty certain another one will happen too. Kizakura with 4, Masaru with 3, Taka with 3, Shuichi with 2. Shuichi started off looking real strong and then he perished early. Fuyuhiko with 1, but he only needed 1. His slingshot isn't meant to kill, he just kind of took someone out along the way. In fact, if he didn't take it, he could have won pacifist style if he didn't have that 1 kill. But he had the slingshot the whole game, so I'm not complaining about this victory. That was beautiful. Everyone else with 1 or less. That's how we do things. That's how Fuyuhiko does things. He is the ox. He's the head ox in this year of the ox. And I'm proud of the boy. But until next week, I say, enter your OCs if you haven't. We have plenty. But you know, enter them if you haven't. Next week will be fun. I think next week is the week before. I think it's 2 weeks before the return of the halfway through the season mark of Yeet Ball. Because I like to make that I like that as an actual thing, as the actual halfway point. The Yeet Ball champions will go against another team of 12. And it'll be a fun time. But until then, it's the year of the Ascent and the year of the Ox. Happy Chinese New Year. Toodle it. Like crew. Thanks for watching.